first things first, Jide, we're seeing a turnaround in the market today. Certainly the market has been slow in the last couple of days. What are your thoughts on the market's bearish trend at the beginning of this week, and certainly the turnaround we're seeing today? I mean, were investors cautious at the beginning of the week and then suddenly changed the sentiment today?
The activity we're seeing in the market is not unexpected. I mean, coming into last week, the index had experienced 9 days of consecutive appreciation, and it reached a high of about 32% cumulative year-to-date return. And so we're not surprised that over the last 4 to 5 days, we've then seen bearish trend as investors decided to lock in some of the profits that they had seen in their positions. But like you rightly pointed out today, the market is up 0.65%, and we see a broad-based improvement in the market. 24 stocks gained, 27 stocks actually lost, and 66 other stocks remain flat during the day. Overall, the liquidity in the market also improved today. The volume of trade also improved. And so we are not really concerned that we saw a slowdown in the last 3 days. I think it's expected that markets would decide to cool off over time as well.
Now, very quickly, Jide, what happened with the banking sector today? I mean, one thing's for sure is that during the course of the week, we've been seeing sort of a sell-off going on in that sector. What was the case today?
Today, largely the sector returned a positive gain. It returned positive today, and it's largely because we saw appreciation in the likes of First Bank, Zenith Bank, and then the likes of GT Bank was flat. GT Bank was also on the chart of one of the most actively traded stock today. But like I rightly pointed out, if you look at the banking sector year to date, the sector is up about 36%. You've seen the likes of First Bank, Access Bank, UBA return over 80% in the course of this year. And so it's expected that investors will begin to take some of those profits into their books, because we also have different horizon and we have different risk appetite. But I think the other positive side is that we're also seeing more and more investors on the sideline as well that have been also waiting to watch the market trend to see if they could see some cooling off in the market, which will provide a good entry point for them to take up names that they consider to be preferable. And I think that's what this current cycle that we are seeing is offering to investors, opportunity to actually come in for bargains as well.
Right. Now, before I ask you about your outlook for the rest of the week, Jide, very quickly, we have to add Dangote Cement released Q3 results, revenues up almost 20%. However, we did see sales impacted, of course, as a result of the flooding and other issues in the sector. First glance, what's your take of those numbers?
We're really still trying to digest the numbers, because like you pointed out, it came in just about an hour ago, and so we're currently digesting that numbers. But on the face of it, our initial reaction is that it's a positive result. We recall that Q3 was quite challenging because of the flooding issues regarding IBTC as well, even in Bauchi, where the company has its major plant. So we expect that their results would have been affected by that. But given that situation, the company was still able to post a turnover growth of 20% and then a PBT growth of 14%, which is really quite decent. We also see that they are beginning to get better efficiency from their gas plant that is now up to 100% utilization, which should also help to drive profitability in the forthcoming months. So for this result that is out right now, our initial reaction is that it's a positive result, it's a good result. We also saw that the stock traded flat in the market today, but we'd like to see what the effect of that will be, more importantly, on their last quarter result as a result of the implication of the flooding.
Okay, well, very quickly, Jide, what's your outlook for the rest of the week? Positive?
I think there's a chance that we could close the week positive. The index was down 1.5% last week, and with the appreciation we've seen today, we're also back to a 1.5% decline for the first 3 days of the week. Potentially, we could close positive at the end of the week, but even at that, I don't think that investors should get so fixated on what's happened over the last 3 days or 5 days. We should look at it as it's a relay. We should look at it as the fact that the results that have been released, all those results show fundamental improvements in the companies, and so the rally should be sustained. Our outlook is that across the rest of the quarter.
So you think, Jide, the rally, we're going to continue to see a rally
absolutely
in the market during
absolutely
the course of the week? Well,
absolutely.
thank you so much for giving us your take on the market there. Jide Allo, he's an analyst with Stanbic IBTC Asset Management.